Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. This is the Skyrim Special Edition Viking Masculinity playthrough, episode probably 31. When last we left off, we put the plates in here for the phases of the moon, unlocked the moon dial, if that's a thing, and here we are. It's pretty cool, huh? Today's drink of choice is going to be hot coffee, but instead of black, I've heated up some half and half. Oh, this would have been a perfect place to hide something. I'm feeling pretty good, although physically I'm still recovering from my medical procedure I had several days ago. It was a cosmetic procedure, you could say. I went ahead and did something quite, unusual, let's just say. You probably never heard of it, but Google Miradry. Miradry, one word. It is for people who have hyperhidrosis of the underarms, and they are looking at possibly working on other body parts as well. So I'm the type of person where I'd get in my car to go somewhere. I get dressed, I put on a shirt, obviously. I've got a shirt on. I'm driving somewhere, it's winter time, I don't have the heat on in my car. I generally don't turn on the heat unless just an emerald line there, that's cool. I generally don't even use heat. My body heat in the car and whatever I'm wearing is generally good enough. I will feel chilly, my hands will be cold, I will not feel warm at all. And yet my underarms would be literally sweating. Like you could see sweat on my shirt, and it was just not cool. I tried all sorts of antiperspirants and other deodorants, and I tried these special ingredients, wipes that are supposed to reduce sweat, and I tried medical grade stuff, pharmaceuticals, and... Okay, so I have no idea what... Oh, wait a minute. I just closed up the way behind me? Yeah, so let's leave that open. So eventually I started looking up other solutions, and I had a doctor tell me there's nothing you can do, you just gotta live with it. I've had other people tell me the solution was to buy these things called Thompson tees, Thompson t-shirts, and they have these big heavy pads in the underarms. And I'll tell you, it worked, not to eliminate the sweat, but it worked just to... Elves' ears added, okay. It worked in the sense that you couldn't see it come through to the shirt. So when I had to go to court, when I made court appearances related to my job or whatever else, and I wanted to wear a nice shirt that wasn't super dark, normally if I wear a light shirt, then you're going to see the sweat, and I didn't like that. People assume that if you're sweating, like you're nervous or scared or worried, and that's just not the case with me. I'd sweat all the time. Anyway, long story short, I got that procedure done, and I am swollen from it, so gotta take a little time away from myself. Alright, let's get going. I put some half and half heated up in this mug. It's almost ready to go. We'll give that coffee just a little bit longer to brew in the French press. It's sitting there right next to me. Okay, let's quick save this bad boy. And then we have Incinerate and Wall of Flames. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? I think she revives some of the enemies I've killed. I think, she brings them back, maybe? I just can't tell why they're always popping up again. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Wall of Flame is it can make it difficult to see what the heck is going on and what's what. I'm looking around going, okay, where are these bodies at? Are they... Yeah, they're under the fire. Hold your feet to the fire. What is that thing? Whatever it is, I want it. Let's move... Hang on. Let's move this body. Oh, that's not working. Here, come here. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay. Is that something I could pick up? No, it's not. So, anyway, I got the procedure done, and here I am. Yeah, guys, it's something I've been looking at for a long time. I typically don't do things spur of the moment, like just, oh my goodness, I'm going to do this big major procedure, and I just decided it. I'd been looking at this procedure for well over a year, close almost to 2 years now, and I finally decided to dive in. This is one of the reasons I don't like followers. They tend to repeat the same stuff over and over and over again to you. So I think we could go up either direction here. Let's take a look at what's up this way. Well, this looks like a dead end, doesn't it? We got some DSDRSS dynamic resolution super sampling, something like that. It's an NVIDIA version where basically the game renders at a higher resolution than the monitor, and then it downscales or downsamples it to the monitor's resolution. I still play at 1080p, guys. I like 1080p. I think it's plenty of visual data. And the reason I don't want to go any higher is because, let's be honest, that is going to cost a lot in terms of performance power. You just need so much more out of a graphics card and a CPU to play at like 4K. So I like higher frame rates. Those are more important to me than higher resolution or higher graphics settings. I'd rather have a higher, smoother frame rate. Today, I wanted to talk about the betaization of males in today's system. What in the world? Wait a minute. Oh, did she summon him? Was that why he wasn't attacking? So what I wanted to discuss is, you know what, I feel like there's something like hidden back here and I can't see it.
We're getting close.
Oh well.
I'm sure of it.
I don't feel like casting light spells. It just takes effort. Hey, let's pour this coffee, guys. When I say the betaization, the betaing, the great betaing of the males, this has been going on for... Oh yeah, you hear that? That's not me peeing. That's me pouring coffee, guys.
Sure.
This is something that's been going on for a long time now, and I dripped one bit of coffee on my shorts. By the way, guys, pro tip, don't wear cargo shorts. Set cargo shorts aside. Have that be your lounge around the house. Work out. Maybe work out. No. Work around the house. Work on the lawn kind of thing. Don't make cargo shorts something you would ever wear out and about, especially not... I have friends that, you know, if they're going to meet a girl for the first time or they're going to go on a date with a girl they barely know, they wear cargo shorts, and I'm just like, no, you can't do that. And sometimes their thought process is, well, I want her to accept me for who I am. And I'm like, well, that's not really the angle you want to go with. Like, you know, women don't want to accept you for who you are. Women want to accept you for being better than what you really are. And what I mean by that is women want to think that you're something special. And let me tell you something. There is absolutely nothing special about a man in the U.S. who wears cargo shorts, a plain t-shirt, usually oversized and baggy, sandals, a baseball cap. You got to look fashionable. I went on a kind of double date. It really wasn't a double date. It was just a hangout. But I invited one of my guy friends, and my girlfriend invited one of her girl friends. And we specifically stated it's not a double date. It's just we're just hanging out, and if they wanted to interact with each other, they could. And the guy shows up wearing, you know, the typical stuff. And, you know, that I wore that for the longest time, too. Yeah, cargo shorts, graphic T-shirt. The T-shirt might say something stupid, or it might have a baseball team or basketball team, or, you know. And a lot of you guys are thinking, well, that's what I wear. Don't. Stop. You know, move on from that. Start wearing some better outfits, something more fashionable. I showed up wearing a slightly pinkish shirt with some like cactus designs on it and some other things, and it was a button-down shirt, and I had a nice pair of shorts, not cargo shorts. This is a nice pair of shorts, fitted shorts that fit to me pretty well. In fact, because of my larger thigh muscles, I have to constantly pull the shorts down a bit because they tend to ride up on the big thigh muscles. What? Come on now. That didn't surprise me. I tried to attack him. I think if you attack... Hang on just a second. Let me check something real quick, guys. Stand by. I'm going to let her fight here. You can watch this battle happen. Well, hang on. Let me get this guy first. Okay, let me check something real quick and I'll be right back. I'm not even going to pause it. Alright, I'm back. Everything's fine. I was wondering what was going on because I heard some noise. It's just the neighbors using their leftover fireworks. Oh, I probably shouldn't have left while there's still actual active fighting going on. What do we got? What do we got here? Where is she? Oh. She sure doesn't do a lot of damage, does she? 3 gold. You know, it's almost not even worth it. It's a waste of time. Oh, so I guess, is this... I hate accidentally hitting that tilde key and bringing up the console. This is the console, the command thingy. You could literally like type commands like player, I think it's player add item or something, and you can basically cheat. I could give myself like 25,000 gold in a single shot if I wanted to. It allows you to play around with the game. I mean, if you've already completed it several times, then it actually helps out to be able to do some fun, unique stuff that you wouldn't normally do. And you can skip some of the early needs for like trying to farm up gold or whatever. You can get straight to some of the more fun stuff. Okay, nice cinematic angle there. Yes, that is her skeleton, but interestingly enough, I can still pick up the stuff on. I am so glad the fire doesn't hurt me. So I talked to you about the betaization, or I mentioned we're going to talk about the betaization of males, and I know that's not really a word, but it's the wussening, the great wussening that's been happening. And one thing somebody pointed out, and I really like that they said this because I hadn't thought about it too much, but they said that, I think it's from the book of Pook, P-O-K, I think was his name. He was a user on some Reddit or website or forum a long time ago. The minology's disappeared off the face of the manosphere, masculinity sphere, the red pill movement, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's just all different names for the most part. Anyway, men often sit around wondering whether a girl likes them, whether a woman likes them. Does she like me? I don't know. What do you think? Man, try to ask her friends. You know, that's actually a beta tell. And when I say tell, that's like an indicator, a signal. There are certain things that signal. Like when you go out and you're wearing a, I don't know, Cowboys football team baseball hat, a graphic t-shirt that says some silly message on it, cargo shorts and sandals, that is a tell. That is a beta male, low fashion, no fashion tell. You're telling everyone, I have no sense of fashion. I'm just doing what every other guy is doing, wearing a lazy outfit. And you may be thinking, well, yeah, I'm just going to the grocery store. Who cares? It's no big deal. Like, I'm not. Well, you never know when you're going to meet somebody. That's the thing. What if that's the time where you bump into a girl? Or what if you wear a really nice outfit and that gives the girl a chance to comment on it? I can tell you right now, when I went on that sort of double date, but it wasn't really anyway, the other woman, not my girlfriend, the other woman commented on how much she liked my shirt twice that night. And I almost felt bad because I basically was showing up the other guy there in nearly every conceivable way. That's one of the negatives, though. So you will notice that some guys don't want to hang out with you because they feel like they're competing with you. And in a way, they might actually be. So is this a zero-sum game? Not exactly. Dating is not exactly a zero-sum, but it's not. It is a pie, and people can take pieces of it. And when one person takes one piece, you can't have that. If one guy takes one girl, that means you can't have her, at least not while they're together. Well, you know, granted, people cheat, but you know what I mean. What it means is that if he gets the girl, as a general rule, you don't. So there is a certain element of zero-sumness to it. All right. It is like a giant pie, and the bigger the slice you get, the better for you. You know, I forgot how much I do enjoy dark coffee tempered with some cream. Occasionally I use heavy whipping cream. Do not, trust me on this one, we've gone over food before. We've talked about that in some of the previous episodes of my Manosphere playthroughs, but do not try the low-fat thing. It's a bad idea. It's unsatisfying. It won't get you where you want to go. It's bad advice. At this point, we have essentially disproven the entire low-fat movement as junk. So, I think in one of my playthroughs, I went over what I called the 5 Fs, or the 4 Fs. It was food, finance, no, it's frame, food, finance, fitness, fashion, the 5 Fs. If you get those, oh, I bet you this guy's going to come alive when I pull that. Yep. So the only negative to the Wall of Flame is I'm not, hang on, it's not stun locking, but you know what? I think it only does that if I double down and what do they call it? Yeah, impact. Impact only affects dual casting. Okay. So we are at 88, Expert Destruction, Master Destruction. I wonder what spell level Wall of Flame is. It doesn't tell you, does it? Oh, yes it does, right here. Wall of Flames is Expert. Okay, so we're still getting that half benefit. Because the level above Expert is Master. Okay, I don't think I have access to any Master spells that I know of right now. No, the highest level I have is Expert. And in fact, oh, that's interesting. So Incinerate is Expert. That's what I thought. So Incinerate and Wall of Flames are my Expert spells. So maybe I should switch over to this, and that'll allow me to. What's the official language here? Not stun lock, but it'll allow me to. Man, it is so hard to get to that using the keyboard. There it goes. Stagger. That's the word I'm looking for. Stagger. You could stagger them.
Who's there?
Oh. Let me see if it works. Does it? He didn't seem to stagger at all. Ooh, that is so much fire. Makes it hard to see anything. Oh. So, one of the beta tells is when you worry about if a girl likes you. Now, here's a huge mistake you can make. Huge mistake. You're talking to a girl and things are going okay and you're like, so dumb. Do you like me? No. Don't do that. She wants you to play the game. The game is the dating game, the relationship game, the romance game. She wants you to play the game. She doesn't want you to say it's a game. She doesn't want to think it's a game, but it's a game. Oh, Elven Bow of Fire. That would be a great weapon if you were into bows, I guess. Wow, well, if you want a weapon, this is the room for it. You got your pick of the litter here. Okay. Oh, these keys are so satisfying to hear that nice hard click. Some of you are thinking, "Oh my God, why does he have such a clicky keyboard?" Once you go clicky, you always stick withy. I don't know.
Who's there?
I can't think of something good to come up with for that. Whoa, now, what are we doing here? She killed something I didn't know it existed. Where's this corpse at? There it is. Oh, wait, did it come? She brought it back alive? I don't know if that's actually... Is it causing stagger? It's hard for me to tell. Maybe it is. Okay, I think it is causing stagger. I think I heard the stagger sound. Oh, those are the attacks she does. Okay, that's what that thing is, that glowing little spear. So, men constantly worrying about, thinking about, being concerned with whether a woman likes him, what she thinks of him, does she think this is weak? One of the big mistakes that guys make, and I make this mistake too, I still kind of make this mistake, is they get started in the red pill, the masculinity movement. They start developing that sense of enlightened self-interest. They start focusing more on themselves. They start caring about what they think and their goals and mission in life and accomplishing things and not making everything about pursuing the girl, but letting the girl join him in his mission to pursue his goals. And then he starts doing this thing where he goes, oh, well, if I do this, is that alpha? Is it alpha if I do X? Is it... If I do Y, will she think I'm a beta? And so those questions aren't completely invalid. The problem is those... Hang on. Did I not get whatever it was I was supposed to get? Because this looks like it's taking me back. Explore castle. Oh, so I'm supposed to get over there. Alright, let's jump. Oh, you can't jump while running. That's lame. So the problem there is ultimately, although those might seem like good questions, and it might seem like you're doing what you're supposed to because you're trying to maintain your alpha frame, what you are essentially doing, whether you realize it or not, is you're making her the center. It all becomes about, well, what does she think about it? What does she think? What does she think? Will she think this is weak? Will she think this is strong? Will she think this is beta or alpha? Or, what will her impression of me be if I do X? And it's not wrong to ultimately have that consideration somewhere in your mind. You definitely want to think about, well, if I wear a tutu and dance around in ballet at home in my living room, will she think that's beta? Yeah, she will. But to sit there and go, well, if I read this book, is she going to think it's a beta? You don't want to focus on worrying about what she's going to think about whether it's alpha or beta. You just want to do it and own it and make it your thing. I do some things, I won't even tell you what they are, that I'm sure if other guys found out, they'd be like, oh, dude, that's beta, man. You're being a beta male. That's for them to say. That's fine. They can say all they want. But I make it my own. I own it. I do it. And let me tell you something. Where is this? Now I'm starting to wonder. I don't know. This place is getting me turned around. Okay, we don't need you anymore, skeleton. Goodbye. Thank you. Take your bone meal and feast on it. So you definitely want to bring that focus away from what does she think, what would she feel, more towards what do I think. Ask yourself, do I feel beta while doing this? Do I feel alpha while doing it? And that's not the be-all, end-all, how you feel about something. I'm certainly not trying to turn you into the stereotypical millennial where it's all about the feels and not about the reals. But there's a lot to consider there about how you feel about it. If you feel like a beta while doing it, I think you're going to exude beta. I think that's just how it's going to naturally work. It's just a matter of confidence. Can you have confidence in yourself when you feel weak doing what you're doing? Well, I would say no. And maybe it's just a matter of changing how you feel. That could be it. The solution could be not change what you're doing, but change how you're feeling about what you're doing. But then again, if you really want to look at it, maybe it is what you're doing specifically. So, like when I'm at the gym, I do some workouts that do not look alpha on the surface. Like I do hip thrusts. Look that up, hip thrust. It's typically something mostly only women do, but I'm doing the hip thrust because it's the best workout for glutes. Arguably, I do kickbacks on the pulley. And if you look at those, glute kickbacks, or what are they called? Can't think of the exact terminology for it, but it is an exercise that mainly women do because mainly women focus on their glutes. But guess what, guys? Other than chest and arms, one of the main body parts that women talk about liking on a man is his butt, his bottom. That comes up. And there was one survey, I think it was through like Cosmo magazine or something. There's one survey in which they actually showed that of the women surveyed, I think more said a man's butt was their preferred body part over chest and arms. I think that kind of took precedence. So when you think about it, you're in there busting your butt, no pun intended, working on your arms, working on your chest, a whole bunch of bench presses. And if you're even smarter than the average guy who's just benching on the bench all the time, you're doing the inclines, and you're doing the declines, and you're using the pulley machines, and you're also doing the over-the-head, whatever that thingy is, where you lean off the bench and you bring it back over your head, the dumbbell, and then you're doing dumbbell bench pressing, incline dumbbell bench pressing, and all sorts of things. And so, but those are good steps. You're getting away from just the one flat bench. Now you're moving towards all different angles, so you're developing more of the chest, more of the pecs, more of the upper pecs, as well as the lower pec areas. So you're broadening that out. But if you're going to get even beyond that, then you want to focus. Okay, so I'm just not sure where I'm supposed to be going right now. You want to also focus on working out other body parts that a lot of men might tend to pass up or skip. And that would include your legs, not just squats and all that. That would include your triceps, not just your biceps.
We're getting close.
Your obliques, the side muscles on your abdomen, and then of course your glutes. If you don't have developed glutes, you're just not going to look as good as a guy that does. That's just a fact. Now, we probably don't want to think about that. I just personally don't enjoy thinking about another man's butt. That doesn't excite me in any way, shape, or form. But I think about my own looking good to a woman, and I guess that's a good thing. That's something you want. I don't get it. I feel like this has come to an end here. And I can't figure out what is supposed to be on the other side. Okay, so I don't know where we're supposed to go at this point. It doesn't feel right that I'm heading back. Because if it was at the beginning, I guess I missed it my first time through. Oh, I expected. Oh, hang on. I appear to be getting closer. Damn it. It's right there. It's so close. It's through this wall. How do I get through there? Yeah, so what's the deal here? How do I get there? Come on, get up there, son of a gun. Probably get around this way though, right? Yeah, it's just right there. Okay, nothing special. So it's right through there. Yeah, I don't see a way to get there. Let's try this. Damn. She keeps telling me we're getting close, but no, I don't think we're getting close to anything here. I don't know what she's talking about. We're not. What are we getting close to? Oh, look at this, 1 gold. Woo! It's that 1 gold. Crazy, huh? So, I'm looking over. Hang on. We're gonna have to splice this video together. Give me a moment.
Alright guys, so I fixed the problem. I looked over and noticed the waveforms in my recording didn't look right. It had somehow switched over to using my webcam audio, the microphone on my webcam, which just doesn't sound as good, so I apologize. But the first 30 minutes of this video obviously have subpar audio. It's not terrible, it's just subpar. Alright, now we're back at it. I probably will put a text thingy at the front of it. She keeps telling me we're getting close, but I can't find this whatever this. So where is this? Like, what am I supposed to be finding? Why is it always leading me into a wall everywhere I go? It's the wall, man. It's the wall. I hit the wall like a woman. See? Again. It's just, I'm going in circles, always being led towards a wall. So what is this? I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Is it supposed to be hidden? Is this just me being confused? Is there some secret I don't know about in here? I cannot figure this out. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to turn around and go this way. And I'm going to try to follow this map, although the maps in these games suck. The interior maps, utter garbage. Like, what the hell is this? I can't tell what anything is. Like, is something above me? Is it below me? Is it right next to me? Okay, so maybe it's on... But, you know, up here is nothing. We've already done this. So let's see about... Nope. See, I can get this map and zoom in as close as I can and still can't tell what that is. It's just really... They're really poorly made maps. They're definitely not designed for you to use them to actually get around. I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. I don't see where we're supposed to go. I don't think I've ever been this lost in Skyrim. But see, I just get farther and farther away from it. So, is there something I've missed somewhere? No, I'm back to the same room. Maybe go around this way. That's the courtyard, so that's like the entrance. Go up a little more. This little tiny room here. See? If you look at this, there's no clear demarcations for walls or anything. Like, boom, I'm against a wall. You cannot tell what's a wall. This little vague line is a wall. It just looks all like a giant open pile of rubble. Alright, so the lesson from today was not to worry about whether something is beta or alpha, but to just make it beta or alpha because you own it and you do it and you're not ashamed of it. One thing that will make anything you do seem beta is if you're constantly worried about how it looks. If you're embarrassed, if you're ashamed, if you show... Oh my goodness. Is this a new path? It is. Whew. Whoops, I did not want to pick that junk up. Let's get rid of this junk. Whatever junk we have, it's going bye-bye. Let's see. And then let's do volume by weight. Those are worth almost nothing. Okay. Now let's do volume by weight for everything we have here. But we should get rid of things that are heaviest first. Let's go weight. Volume by weight, 17, but it's 20? No, not worth it. Not worth it. Seems like a good value right there. Alright, we'll keep everything for now. See how this goes.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Ownership of what you do is huge. Like, people will respect it so much more. Like, someone will come at you kind of making fun of you a little bit for something. And then if you own it, you're like, yep. That's me. That's what I do. Proud of it. Love it. Then it takes so much of the power away. We've discussed this before. Same thing when you're with your girl. If she starts talking about, oh, you do this or you do that. Well, that's kind of a woman's thing, isn't it? You're like, not for me. I make it a man's thing. Like, for the longest time, I used to think having a skincare regimen was kind of feminine. But I finally found one that I liked. It's a whole setup. It's like a 5-step process. And I just own it. You know, I do it. I own it. I'm not ashamed of it. It's something I do for my skin on my face just to sort of ward off the effects of aging and the sun and whatnot. Oh, I'm not a big fan of sunblock or sunscreen, but let's see. I don't think he staggered at all. You can kite enemies in this game, in case you didn't know. Woo, I think there's something behind me. I'm that guy that's looting during the fight. Is this one? No. Oh! I think you might get more damage out of this by just hitting them, like, doing bursts instead of just holding it all at once. I am glad they don't just lay it on you all at once. Vampire Royal Armor.
I don't think we've reached the top yet.
Okay, that'll be worth looking at.
Secret passage around here.
I wish I could enchant. I'd probably suck at it, though. It'd probably be one of those skills that takes forever to level up. Oh, now. We got a gargoyle on our side. So, I don't think you can just take ownership of just anything and make it masculine, but you can do a lot. You can do a lot as long as you own it, you make it your own thing, you're proud of it. You just kind of take it onto yourself as part of your identity. No, we don't want that. Vampire Armor of Destruction. Nope. Where? Vampire Boots. Vampire Royal Armor. Here we go. Magic regenerates 125% faster. So what do I have now? 15% less to cast. Magic regenerates 100% faster. Whoo, that'll be close. You know what? Let's try that. And hey, let's see if we can wear... there was some item we couldn't wear with it. Like a different helmet I wanted to wear. Oh no, there was another chest piece. I can go take a look. We can go take a look at... Oh no, I still won't be able to wear that because that hasn't changed. That chest piece and that headpiece haven't changed. I can't wear the Morike mask with the other chest piece I wanted to wear, so I left it back at the College of Winterhold. Alright, so I think whatever it is we're looking for is nearby? Tell me it's in here somewhere, because I think we're about to go backwards. Aren't we? Yeah, if I go back out that way, then that's backwards, and I don't think we've made any progress. I think we're now just as stuck as we were before. Now we're just on the other side of this thing. Oh. Boom. Glad I found that. I was expecting that gargoyle to jump down at us, but whatever. Let's see. He could oh. No, never mind. That's hers. Okay, so I know we're coming to the end of this, guys. I really hoped we'd finish this before the end of the episode, but it is... Well, shoot, what were we at? We were at 30 minutes before. So what is this, 40 minutes now? Yeah, we're at 40 minutes. Okay, so we're good for, I think, another 20? Is that right? I might have been losing track. I had to splice this video from another one because of the problem with the recording. If this is a little bit longer than usual, oh well. Let me do this also. I'm just going to save right there in addition to our quick save, and let's make this happen.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep in necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. And I had no idea she had a talent like this.
Look at all these ingredients, and then I'm accidentally picking up some junk with it. That's kind of the pain, though, is that they put all these useful ingredients and they put a bunch of junk next to it, so you're accidentally picking up the junk along with it.
But it's obviously something.
Okay. Nothing over there of value. Oh, here we go. Let's alchemize. That's the term I came up with, guys. It's not a real term, to my knowledge. Oh, well, there goes that. And that. Okay, that was quick. We'll do some restore health, because, hey, why not? Just using up what we got here. Fortified destruction. Alright, and how about a couple of these? How about all of them? These two. Oh, no levels off that, darn it.
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells. My mother was meticulous about Dexians. Maybe we should try.
Locate Valerica's journal. All right, sounds like a good plan here. Well, that's 5 gold, not exactly a journal. Oh my goodness, 20 gold. That's like 4 times the amount of the other chest. I'm not sure if I was supposed to leave. No. Oh, but you know what this allows you to do is to fast travel. Anything that opens you up to the main world allows you to fast travel. So that's awesome. I like that. I'll tell you something. I'm so frustrated with Windows. I can't tell you how many times, just for whatever reason, it'll switch my main audio device to something I don't want it to be. Just for no reason. I mean, I haven't changed anything. Windows didn't even update. I don't know why it does what it does. It'll just be like, oh, you've been using this microphone all this time? Yeah, well, we're now just going to switch it on you. Hope you notice before you start doing something and ruin it. Okay, so that, we can get rid of that. Okay. That makes some space, or some room, some weight. Woo! There's lots of goodies in here. Another alchemy station. Oh! And an enchanter. Uh-oh. We're full again. We're gonna have to start getting rid of things. Some things we may actually want. Let's see if we got any clutter on us. Yes, we do. Or any other junk items. Soul gem shards. Oh, it looks like a quest item almost. Merchant's journal. Immortal blood, Ethereum wars, Vampire's note. Okay. Weight 14. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That'll free up quite a bit. All right. So I'm gonna keep this going until I think we've hit an hour, and if I go over, oh well. I think the last one was 30 minutes, so I should be good to go 30 on this one. Well, no journal yet. Oh. Oh. Those are the books that I dropped. We have some high hopes for a journal over here. There's quite a few actual books here. Aha! We got it. Now, let's wait. Let's wait and just look at all these and see if maybe one of these will boost a skill or something. You'd think there'd have to be at least one skill book in here, but it is not looking like it, is it? No.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. Any luck yet?
What are we doing?
Not that I have. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. I had no idea. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room. Looking at the equipment and material, I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Okay, so what now?
Any luck yet?
Oh, she is still the target? Okay. Let's pick up these. Dragon bone. I thought that would happen. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's go here and get heaviest item. Heaviest item's going to be the dragon bone. And at 33, it's just easier to dump that.
Any luck yet? There's not a... You've already seen my father. What about you? What were your parents? Oh, I'm sorry. Right behind you.
Okay, so what now?
That's the short version is that I know this isn't that. We earned this.
Oh wait, let's go back to this. I found your mother's notes. I did skip it. So, okay, here we go.
My mother spent a lot of time. That's if I'm reading this right. A handful of. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
All right, here we go. I've never done this quest before, by the way, guys.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
I have a feeling we got quite the little show that's going to pop up here. So,
then the rest is up to me.
I think part of this betaization of men comes from the millennial culture that came about, which was a lot of single moms raising boys, and raising boys with this newfound belief that boys will be healthier and better off if we raise them to share their emotions and feelings and to cry and talk about whatever, you know. And that's not to say that men should never share their feelings or men can never cry, but I think we've seen what happens when we raise boys like that.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, here goes.
I have a feeling this is going to be a battle. We see that boys become weaker in general. They're less able to handle what happens in the world around them. They're more likely to be involved in crime, to impregnate girls or women outside of marriage. They're more likely to settle for women that are no good for them and to raise another man's kids instead of his own. All right, let's go. Oh.
Are you all right? That was painful. Now that I think about it, it's hard to describe. The soul can't. There might be. Vampires aren't counted. Not your first choice. We could just pay the toll.
If only I cared about the story in the Elder Scrolls.
Just know that I know that better than anybody.
All right, here we go. Or become partially soul. Become a vampire or become partially soul trapped. Seems to be draining a little of my health.
Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within. I know this is. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. As you wish.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
As painless as possible.
Let's do it. I'm now partially soul trapped, so I can enter the soul cairn. Cairn. You know what? We need a face mask that you can wear out in public that says "Okay, Karen." That would be a great idea for a face mask. I haven't seen it yet. I think that'd be great. We're harvesting soul husks. Yep, emptiness consumes you. Got it. Thanks. Is that an enemy right there? No, whatever that is, I can't do anything with or to it. Okay. My attention is being drawn to this, although I don't... Oh, that actually worked. I didn't expect it to work. Dagger of Dismay. Let's open up that chest. Common Soul Gem. Wow. Wow, that's deep. That was pathetic. That was like nothing. A soul chest. Is that a thing? Okay, so that was nothing. There goes my hopes that I would finish right there.
What a horrible place.
What about this? Is this gonna hurt me if I get in it? No. Purple is the color. Oh. Bone Man. Well, hey, that's a name. Bone Man had a petty soul gem. So, as for the weakening of men, that comes a lot from primarily female influence over men. Oh, look at him. He's getting up. Gotta put him down. Yeah, look. That does a lot of damage as it burns them, so I don't need to hold it on them necessarily. So I will save a lot of magicka by just kind of doing this. Like, cast real quick and let it sit there and burn. Alright, let's follow this waypoint. I wonder if there's a map for this. Oh, there is. Okay. Soul Husk. I guess that gets used as an ingredient in something. I'm harvesting it, am I not? Or we'll need it to get out of here, possibly. I don't think I've ever gotten any more before, so maybe that's for a unique potion. Was that a soul husk? It looks like it. We're headed towards this big castle here. Castle Wolfenstein. No, I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. Let's go get these soul husks. Husks, just like in Mass Effect. You know, I've never played through the first Mass Effect. I've only made it like part of the way through. I really need to play through the entirety of Mass Effect, the whole series. Maybe record it for my channel. Wait, I kept saying I'm not going to hold it. Oh yeah. Bone Man. Bone Man is down. Look at him burn. Woo! So how do I get in here? There's got to be a way in. Am I right? Oh, maybe I can get around the corner there. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can get in by doing this. Now, granted, there's probably cheaper ways to do this, but whatever. Well, that was one. What about... Let's look on the other side here. Okay, so that was one. Maybe I need to hit it again? No? It's already been... Oh, right there. Okay. No, wrong one. Oh, can't get around that way. Back to Wall of Flames all around. In Unrelenting Force. Alright, what's in here? Don't tell me that's it. Just this loser. That was it? Really? Really? Really now? That's it? That's lame. I really probably should just stick to the waypoint here. Alright, we got about 5 minutes left, I believe, as long as I did the calculations correctly in my head. Sucks that we started this out with, 30 minutes of the wrong microphone, but whatever. It just sounds a little more echoey and whatnot. Just doesn't sound as good as the microphone I got in front of me right here. I knew something was wrong. Oh, and by the way, for some odd reason, it literally recorded at 3 times the speed, because I'd been playing for a long time, and I looked over and it said 9 minutes. I was like, 9 minutes? I've recorded a lot more than 9 minutes. So I stopped the recording, as you know, and I listened to it, and it's me talking in fast forward. So I kept slowing it down to try to find the exact speed, and yeah, sure enough, it recorded at 3 times speed. I slowed it down to 0.33, and I sounded normal. Although then the microphone, or then the audio still sounded a little off, and I was wondering what it was, and yep, it was the fact that it was using the webcam audio, not my better camera, or my better microphone. Oh, look at this. A nice treasure chest. An elven bow, and, I really, really need to sell all this shit. This has been a long time in the process here, and I'm going to keep running low on weight here. You know what? Is this looks like it's a place for a shout or something, but nope. I think the shout idea was interesting. It just didn't pan out as well as I'd hoped, especially as a magic user. Like, the shouts are a great way to have a sort of magic without having to spec into magicka. Oh, I'm glad I came back here for nothing. All right, where is it at in here? Oh, I'm getting close. I can see it. That waypoint's getting big. Oh, well, that. Here we go. Well, we're probably not going to finish this in the episode, but that's okay. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments down below, of course, and go to the description, click those links for social media. Twitter's where I'm most active. Make sure to follow me there if you'd like. Oh, I can't get through here.
Mother?
There's like some
Mother?
barricade.
Serana? Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Hmm.
What are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed.
We can watch part of this. In the meantime, guys,
No, you've got
thanks
to
for joining me, as always.
stop him.
It's fun when we have all these little technical hiccups that happen. I just need to really look every single time I start a playthrough to make sure everything's working. Stuff just likes to stop working. I will reboot Windows. There's been no update, there's been no change. I haven't altered anything. I just start my computer again. It's just another day. No Windows updates. And it will switch my audio from the speakers over to the speakers that come out of the monitor. And it just does that all the time. I will even go in there, disable the monitor speakers, like totally disable them. They will re-enable and be selected as the main source of audio. I don't get it. I can't really save it right now, so I gotta kind of push through this. But when this is done, that'll be the end of the episode. So guys, don't worry too much about, is this alpha, is this beta, and all that. Just do what you need to do for yourself. Kind of get a sense of your own feeling of whether you feel alpha or you feel beta, and factor that into your decisions. That's not the be-all end-all, obviously, but you have to sort of develop your own sense of what is alpha and beta for you. I think for some guys can get away with something that might seem alpha or what might seem beta to others, but it's alpha for you because of the way you do it and how you set it up. Let me start saving here, and then we'll reload to pick up for the next episode. Again, guys, thanks so much for joining me. This is quite the long playthrough. I think this is the most episodes I've ever done of a single playthrough of a single game on my channel. And with that, I will see you all later.